welcome to the Trusty browser Railyard. This is a really simple Railyard simulator where you can build the track, add the trains, and watch them run. It's free, it runs just in a browser, so you could run it from any platform. And this is an example of a track that I have saved. You can start from scratch, or you can load one of the publicly available tracks. If you want to save your own design, you can do that. If you really like it, you can share your design with the public. I'm running the software inside of a browser. I'm going to hit F11 to make it full screen. When you log in for the first time, this is what your layout's going to look like. Starts you with a little straight piece. There are 10 different pieces. I'll walk you through them real quick. There's a straight piece. You select the piece you want to draw. It will automatically connect to pieces you already have on the board. If you want to delete a piece of track, you click the delete button, highlight them, click. The second piece is a long straight piece. Now, if you want to put a piece of track on the board, but not necessarily connected to existing rails, you can hold down on the shift and place the rail. So you can see that the long straight is simply 3 regular straight pieces. There's 3 diameters of curves. I'm going to start with the largest one. Again, if I hold down on shift, I can place this, but it's not quite in the right orientation. So I'm going to rotate it by hitting the letter R. I'm going to put it right there. Then I'll go to the medium one, again with the shift. Finally, the small one, shift. And you can see they fit perfectly inside of each other. The radius of the small one is, this is a grid system. Uh, the small one is 1, 2, 3, 4 grid systems. The middle one's 5, and the big one is 6. Now the half curve is actually the same radius as the largest curve. I did this for a couple of reasons. Mainly because pieces like switches have curves on them, and I needed to match a half piece to that of one of the switches. So the regular switch and the Y, these are both of the same radius as the large curve. So you can do a little side out, just reverse the half piece, and it keeps your side out close to your main line. There are 3 different switches. A standard switch is like this. I'm holding down shift to place that. Now, if I put it here, I want you to notice you can turn it to the right or to the left by hitting the W and the S keys, whichever way you want to go. So when I place this, hold down shift, you can see it's the same piece. I'm either going to the right or to the left. The Y goes equally in both directions. And then the big piece is the double crossover, which, if you notice, is exactly it's exactly 1 grid apart. So you can take a track you have on the grid lines and snap right to it. There's also a bumper. You can put this at the end of any piece of track. And then there is the closed loop. The closed loop does just that. It takes the 2 closest pieces and closes them together. So if you're trying to make an odd shape and you don't have a piece that can make it fit perfectly, you can use this to connect them. Now, if you can't get it to connect to the piece you want, if you hit the letter A, it will cycle through the different options until you get to the one you want. Sometimes if you're trying to close off this little loop, there might be a couple of options and it goes to the one you don't want. You just use the letter A until you connect to the one that you want to connect to. Let me build a real simple loop. I'll use the short straight pieces with the medium-sized curves. Actually, let me put a long one in here just so you can see the difference. So there I've got my loop. If I hold the center, the mouse wheel down, I can move the track around wherever I'd like. If I use plus and minus, I can zoom in and out. If I hit the F key, it'll fit to the screen. I'm going to back out of that a little. So now that I've got a simple loop, I can place an engine. So the place engine button gives me the ghost of a train. I can put it anywhere on the track. Notice that it goes in the center of the piece. So down here, there is a longer straight piece. So there's just one center, where up here, each one of the four pieces, I could put it on any one of those. Also have the option of using the V key, Victor, to toggle between the two kinds of engines. There's a diesel and an electric. Once I click, it's placed on the track, and then I can add my cars. I make sure I select the track, or I make sure I select the engine. I only have one engine at this point, and then I click on the engine to add cars. It shows the number of cars plus where the next car will go. If I go into run mode, I can now use the E and the Q forward or back to run the train. So 1, 2, 3, it'll slowly speed up to a speed of 3. Likewise, when I go to 0, it slows down to 0. You'll always have dots on the front so you can tell that's 5 dots, the maximum speed. If you're going in reverse, those same dots will turn red. Back to the edit menu, if you want to add another engine on the same line, it works just fine. You could make these as long as you'd like. Something to keep in mind, you can select the dial to control that train. You can click on the engine itself, or you can use the keyboard to select number 1 or number 2. So if I get both of these going, I'm fine as long as I don't run into let the trains run into each other. But if I want to couple the trains, I'm going to take number 1 and stop it, take number 2 and go a speed of 1. If two trains have a combined speed of 1 or less, when they connect, when they touch each other, they'll automatically couple and become one train. So notice now both are controlled by the speed for number 1, and the second engine has disappeared off my dial. Now you can go into uncouple mode by hitting the letter U, and wherever you click is where the train will become uncoupled. So if I want to take the cars off of the back, now I can go forward, and as soon as I get about half the distance of one car away, it'll turn into 2 separate trains. I'm going to back up and recouple. Now if I click on this engine, and again I move away, it turns it back into 2 trains. So if you ever have 2 trains that connect, that's how you get them apart. If you are going too fast and they collide, you'll get a derailleur. Back in edit mode, if you would like to move a piece, or if I draw a box around pieces, you just, while they're yellow, click them and drag them. And if I wanted to make this layout really long, you just have to watch each one of the straight pieces is 2 grid pieces. So you want to make sure that you move things 2 grid pieces away. Otherwise, you can take the closed loop and have that fit any odd spacing that you might have. To delete track, you just hit the delete track button, click on the track you want to delete. Let's say I wanted to put a switch in here, but let's say I wanted to switch to the inside. Again, the W and the S let you change directions. If I wanted to make this an inside turnout, I can change the switch so that it's on the inside. I'm going to use my half curves. Again, I have to, on one of the ends, I'm going to have to use the W or the S to get it in line. And I can use these short pieces until I see they don't fit and then use the closed loop. Now I have an oval with a little turnout, a little side line there. If I put my engines back on there, if you want an engine to go the other direction, you can hit the R for reverse. You can see on the front there's a little black dot. That's the front. That's the green or red light turned off. It's just a little black dot. So now my trains are both going to be going clockwise. Again, I'm on the second engine, so I can add some cars to that one. Click the first one, add some cars to that one. If I want to paint any object, I go to the paint shop. It selects one of the cars on the track. I can select a different car. This is the color right now, but I can make it any of these presets I'd like, or I can completely customize it. When I customize it, it saves it in this first one. The other colors that you see here are the defaults. At any time, you can hit the reset button and you'll get back to the defaults. But so that you can customize a palette, you can pick some custom colors and then right click where you would like to save those on the palette. So if I want to replace some of those colors with things that I like a little bit better, I could do that. And then I could change even my engine to a different color if I want. Otherwise, it works just like you would think. To change a switch, all you do is when you're in run mode, click on the switch. If you're going into the open side of a switch, it doesn't have to be directed the correct way. It'll automatically go that way. But at the other end, it's going to follow whichever direction the switch is going. Once you have a layout with all the trains and the places where you want them, everything colored, if you want to save a layout, you go over and type a name for this layout. I'll call this the double with 3 trains. Save it. The next time I open up TBR, I can go over to load a layout, pick my double with 3 trains and load it, and it comes back just like I left it. Again, F fits, plus and minus. We either zoom in or zoom out. The center, holding down the mouse wheel will let you move around however you'd like. There's also a button where you can manage your tracks. You can see I have one track here. You can download it. It's not a proprietary format. It's a JSON file of all text. If you just like have a copy of your trains so that if something ever happened, you could, if you accidentally delete one, you could come back and upload it using the upload tool at the top. If it's a really nice train, you can make it public. If you make it public, you can see there are other trains that are public here. These are not from this user, they're from other users. If you ever want to look at one of those, you can load those just like any other train. Again, I can kind of zoom into this. So this one looks like it has 5 trains. 4 of them are running right now. And that's the Trusty browser Railyard. Take a look. Give me some feedback. Thanks a lot.